12th, 1955. I walked out this driveway here. The bus station was sitting here. Up over on the other side, it was a building they called a Ringside nightclub. Over here was parking, old well, they sold new cars too. That's a used car lot. I bought a couple of cars from here. And Oldsmobile was right here. But anyway, I come out of here, walk down, going down, to find Martin Rawls, went down here. Daddy told me to go to the second red light and take a left. And then go to the next red light and take a right. He told me how to get down here. And this is where I went down and found Martin Rawls and Al Jacob. Old man Blackie Hamilton, he seen me on the corner there. He said, "You Dan Hafford, son?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Al Jacob lived right down there." He showed me where Al Jacob lived at. So I went down there and knocked on Al's door and went in with my suitcase. Al woke up and asked me, "What you selling?" I told him, "I ain't selling nothing. I'm your cousin, just got here." So then from there, we went down to Martin Rawls. And from there, where Nick was living at, where we was living at on Lighter Street. I'll show you where that is a little bit later on. So down here, where we're going, and I'll show you downtown here. Now Ingham Old's right over there. See the building over there? And over there, why that guy Shawshank, he was walking, that's the building on 4th Street where he was walking up and down, when he got out the penitentiary. That old man, what's his name, the one was feeding the crows. That's the building you seen on Shawshank. Where that green grass is a drugstore. And look back there on the left there, see that little building over there, back on the left? That was an apartment house back there. Down there came, I turned this corner here, and there was a shoe store here. They used to buy shoes here. This is why Wilson come to try to get him a pair of shoes. And I forget the name of the place, Wilson was though. Then I walked on down here. See why that little spike sign there? Well, over there was a cab station, Blackie Hamilton. He was from Brownville, Tennessee. And I asked him why did Martin Rawls live. And he asked me, "You doing Hafford, boy?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Al Jacob lived down there." Well, way down there by that yellow, well, not the red light. The end of the building on the left-hand side there. Al lived in some apartment. And Fanny lived there too. She lived upstairs on Jesse Kerr, Lee Hafford. That's why Al lived there. So Blackie told me that, "Get the boys a quarter of it and take them on to Martin." So I looked down, he showed me why Al lived there. So I got my suitcase and went on down to Al. And from Al to Martin Jacob, I said, when I left Al Jacob, we went to Martin, and from Martin I got where we lived at. Nick was living on Raymond and Lighter Street. I'll show you where we was living at. And all down here was just like Las Vegas. If you got home, if you stopped down there and got you a beer or two, well then that meant you went home broke, because they had something for you. They had a gambling house. They had to gamble all night long down here, 24/7. It was a gambling house, and sometimes it would be like Dodge City down there too. They'd be shooting up down on the street down there, shooting one another, So, but over there in that yellow building, at the end of that red building, that's why I asked Jacob, Old man Cicero Lucky, and a lot of them old men would be sitting over there eating and talking while the rest of us young guys over there in the pool room losing our money. But all of them down that street, that's all it was, nightclubs. Well, you call them nightclubs and gambling joints and stuff. And over here was a redhead filling station. Redhead filling station over here. I'll tell you a place I want to get to. I want to go up here to Eagle. It's a Ten Commandment upside that building. And I want to get a picture upside of it. You know, the Ten Commandments. You go. You got it?
Yeah, what you want to say about it?
Well, this is what Jerry Deweese was trying to get in his courthouse up there, and I don't know, they fought against it. He had to take it down. But any of this here, you violate any of this here, you can have a penalty to pay. Just like you go to the grocery store and buy this here for $1.98 and $2.49. Well, the same way with prices here. When you violate here, you got to pay a certain price.
Right.
So I don't know. Maybe the judge will get it in his office one day or whatever. I don't know. But I just thought I'd want to be in this picture right here because I kind of go for this. This is what kept me alive right here, going by this. It kept me out of jail. A lot of more things that kept me out of a good whooping too. So we'll go out here on where you was born and raised, about where you was a little boy raised up at. Down here at that building there, well, all the way up there was clothing stores. Right over there by them bricks, it used to be one they call the old house brokers. That's why you go and buy your clothes that they'd let you have credit. Nobody else would let you have credit. Old man Ellison, old man Joe Ellison, Ellison, he had a son, one lawyer, Attorney Ellison, and then he had one was a doctor, Dr. Ellison. All up and down there was clothing stores and stuff like that. Well, in Coney Island, well, right up on the corner there where you see that antique at, well, Coney Island is up there by the City News. Yeah, right up there by the red light, 4th Street, up in there. But we're going up in here, and then we'll go down 4th Street. I want to check out some of the Western House and Humphreys and like that. Get the carousel here. All kind of clothes. Lois used to work over there called Kodak. Back when time was good, always had two stores, one out to the shopping center, Richmond Mall, had two more out there, and this one had 3. But the way times got now, they only got 1. But that was my buddy. I'd always go in there and ask his son, where your dad at? He said, just a minute. He'd go down there and get him, he'd come up out the basement. And we'd talk and do. Even before his daddy became mayor, we was good friends, you know. Right on the corner there was the theater, they call it Park Theater. See on the law firm now, lawyer's office now is building. Down under there's a probation office, I think, downstairs. Then the new jailhouse over there. When I come to town, There was an old jailhouse there. It was real old too, buddy. They built a new jailhouse there, so you can see that. Down behind that building there is a new jailhouse. And over behind that jailhouse there is a brand new jailhouse, a big one too. And well, over here, the H.L. Reed Company, see over there, you got the sign up there now. They should have all kind of clothes, nice clothes. Yeah, they put hoops and guns in the air. And down here was the theaters down here. We had 2 theaters. Come on out here and I'll show you where they was. This is Park Avenue. This Park Avenue East here. On the other side, the red light there would be Park Avenue West. And right down in there, you had 2 theaters, with the Madison Theater, and down by that last red light down there was the, what you call it, the Renaissance Theater. It's still going on now. Well, we're going down here by the Western House, I guess. Got Martin Luther King sitting over there, see him over there? That, see that black piece of metal rock over there? They got Martin Luther King over there. Right over here on this corner here, there's a beer joint called Town Tavern. And that's when we get off of work over there. We worked over there, Humphrey was over there, so we got off of work and we'd stop through there and get us something to eat, a bowling, and drink us some beer and cash our checks and stuff, me and my friends do it. And the Western House all over in there, man. All kind of people was working all over in there, the Western House was. You can see why they're tearing it down. And it go way on back there too. It go back there quite a bit. But we'll go around the corner here and we'll check out Hafford, and I'll show you what Daddy used to work at back there. Okay, John, this is what Daddy used to work at, right in this little building. It was a little factory right in here. And I worked down here. That was Humphreys down here. And I want to take you around the corner of this building here and show you about Humphreys here. So we'll go. There used to be a filling station right over here. But right down here, see where that dock is there? There was a truck on this side and a truck on the other side. And we used to take bathtubs on a 2-wheeler and run them up a long ramp and load the trucks up, the bathtub, and then take bathtubs and throw on top of the bathtub to make sure we got a truck full. And that's why I got transferred out to Foundry from down here when I got sick. And the employment office was right here by that guy smoking. Standing smoking. Well, we're on Wayne Street now. This is where the grinding room was. Well, the grinding room was started here, from here. Over in here was the enamel room, where they you know how they make the tub. up in here, why that white truck is, that's why we would go in to the lunchroom. But all back in here was why that tree was, the enamel, the foundry, red hot iron. That's what you'd be working with, red hot iron or either dust. And this is why all the guys used to work up in here grinding bathtubs and face bowls. And this is the very piece right here where I was working at. And it was so hot, and I couldn't handle them face bowls. My brother-in-law was turning them over like there wasn't nothing, and I was scuffing, so I quit. I went to, and I told him, man, I can't do it. He said, well, you said you could grind. I said, yeah, I said it, but I can't do it. So I went to get my check that Thursday, that Friday, and his name was Charlie Whistler. That was the boss name, Charlie Whistler. And he told me he'd talked to the personnel manager and it got me another job, knocking out Westinghouse weights. So I did that, and that was an easy job until my old lady got pregnant. And then when I got married, then I got me a job molding tubs. And I did that for about 4 or 5 years, and then when I got sick, I went to the shipping department. And that, from the shipping department, we transferred over to Shelby, and I worked over there in the warehouse for a few years. But that's what it was, hard labor out in here. It's silicosis and every other kind of disease. And once you get to working, give yourself about 2 hours, you didn't know a black man from a white man, everybody was the same color. Let's go on, I'm gonna show you where we was living at, but when you get out down here, it'd be so hot. When you get up there where we was living at, it didn't even need a fan. Yes, Hafford. That's Hafford where it used to be. Now it's just a big building, you see that. This is where I came 572 Lighter Street. That's why Nick was living right up there in that last one up there. And my room was on the back up there the same way. And over here, over by that behind that building, there was another little house, Tiny Jackson, and her 3 children live back there. And right over there used to be old Mount Calvary Church, old Mount Calvary Church. And J.D. Millbrooks them turned it into the Future Outlook leg. But anyway, his toe down, it used to be there. And all over in here was houses. And they got church there now. That's Greater St. John. Well, they call it Oasis of Love now. But we used to live in the back of St. John down on Harcourt Street, old St. John. We used to live in. That's why Vincent and Van was born at. Well, they was born in the hospital, but you know, we was living there then. So that's about it here, John. Little house down that side of Martin Rawls, right side of Martin Rawls, with a little old house right behind Martin Rawls' dog house, dog pen. So we stayed there. And then when y'all came up here, you, Mama, Joe, and Poop, I think Poop and Daddy stayed down there for a while. They didn't come right away. And then we left them down there by Martin Rawls and moved out here on Harmon Street, right on the corner of Harmon and Bowman and Harmon. That's why you and Billy Sachs met up at when y'all was a little boy, be playing out in the yard and do.